What's going on, guys, in the works, and welcome to the Battlefield 4 rave. And this is what my game looks like on the PC post-patch. Quite extreme, if you ask me. Flickering terrain, flashing lights, headaches across the board. And for someone who does suffer from a lot of light sensitivity, this was a nightmare. This was something that I was like, oh my god, how did this make it through in the patch? And I'm not going to get too deep into the technicals, side of why this is happening. But essentially, if you've got two graphics cards, be it AMD or NVIDIA, it's going to cause flickering. And the only way to fix it is disable one of your graphics cards. Not acceptable for me. That is not an option. I do not think that I should have to bring my gaming system down a notch in order to play the game. Luckily, they claim to have a fix that will be pushed out in the next patch. I'm guessing next week when they do their typical Monday or Tuesday patch. Quite a long time to wait for a patch, but I guess that's what we're going to have to do at this point. But I'm going to talk a little bit about the state of Battlefield 4, something I don't normally do. I try to stay pretty positive when it comes to my gaming channel, because you guys aren't here to hear negatives, rants, and giant tangents on why the gaming industry is going downhill and stuff like that. That's not what I've ever done, so I don't expect you guys to want to see that on a routine basis. But you may have noticed the past couple of days, 4 or 5 days, a lack of videos, and that was for several reasons. One being the YouTube copyright apocalypse, which affected a lot of YouTubers. I was not immune to that. Luckily, I got that all fixed, and then I had a couple recording PC issues, which I did fix, but I was very, I guess, nonchalant about fixing them. I didn't get them fixed in a timely manner just because I just wasn't really feeling Battlefield videos, and it was just a lot of issues that were just still bugging me. The trading of the kills stuff, and there's been a lot of people I've talked to out there that have never had a problem with Battlefield 4, and I totally believe them. They probably play the game, have no problem, but depending on what your system is, depending on what your connection's like, where you're at, what server you play on, sometimes Battlefield could be your best friend. You could have a blast playing Battlefield 4. Other times it could feel like this, ex-girlfriend who used to be good, but it's trying to get back with you, but is still doing you wrong. That's kind of how I've been feeling about Battlefield 4. It's like there's flashes of brilliance. You know there's something here, but it just keeps letting you down. It just keeps betraying you. And this patch was no exception, because I consider this a pretty game-breaking feature. I mean, how many of you guys could play as long as I've played, sniping nonetheless, with this crazy distracting flashing lights? I mean, I was really forcing myself to do this and stay cool, like not rage, not get mad, not quit, because I did want to get some footage of it. So I bucked up and I forced myself, and I sniped. I was like, alright, I'm going to snipe. I'm going to do it the hardest way possible. The most distracting thing ever when you're trying to snipe someone on the move is having a flashing strobe light in your eye. So I think I did fairly well in this particular set of random sniping footage. But anyways, that's a little bit off topic. Let's get back on topic. I want to point out, I am happy with one thing about the patching, and that is the frequency. The fact that DICE has been very open with the PC community, giving us patches, giving us them basically weekly. Now, there's another video for another day, but I am not happy with the frequency of Xbox One and PlayStation patches. Now, there's a lot more stuff that goes into those because they do have to get approved by PlayStation and Microsoft, but I would still like to see more frequency for the Xbox One. What is the Xbox One? Got like 2 patches? The core game on Xbox One is fantastic. It is a fantastic experience. It is like one patch away just from being on par, I think, with a low-end PC, which is what console needed. They needed that same experience, but it's still, I still can't even browse servers on Xbox One very good. I still have problems joining. There's no second assault servers going, and I've seen a lot of refunds out there for premium, which I would never do that just because I need it for when I make videos and stuff. But if I'm a consumer and I can't play second assault, I'd be pretty hacked off that I spent all this money on premium and now I can't even freaking play, the second Assault DLC that was supposed to be a timed exclusive. So, a lot of frustrations from every platform, depending on what you play on. You've got some sort of issue going on, and like I mentioned earlier, there is a fix for the terrain flickering. It's to disable my second graphics card, which I just don't think that's an option. I don't think I should have to cripple my gaming PC in order to play a game that 2 days ago ran perfectly. So, You know, it's been we're at a crossroads right here with Battlefield 4. Can it recover? Can it get back on track? Can it be that game that we all know it can be? I think it can be the game that we all enjoy. I just don't know how well it's going to recover. I mean, I've been looking at the sales of the game, and I'm like, man, these are really low, and it's got me worried because it seems like a lot of the Battlefield community has just given up. I don't know. I guess we'll go back to the flashes of brilliance I talked about with an ex-girlfriend. It's like it's there. She looks good, but the game it's just something about her. She's just got, crazy wiring up there where you can't stand her. You can't stay in a server for more than a couple games before, you just start to experience some of the crap. And it's sad, it is sad, but I don't know. What do you guys think? This is really why I made this video, as I hadn't made a video in a few days, and I wanted to know what you guys thought. Can Battlefield 4 recover? It's simple as that. A very simple question. Can Battlefield 4 recover from this false start? I know we've been giving it a lot of free passes, and I'm trying to stay positive. I feel for DICE. I know they're out there probably working their tails off to fix the game. It's probably a higher level problem. It's probably something higher up where the game was pushed out way too early. I mean, that's no secret. But I think at the end of the day, by the next DLC release, I'm pretty optimistic that maybe the game will be fixed. I'm just worried how many people will still be around by then, and I wouldn't blame them. You pay $120 for a game, you expect to get something that's a finished product. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Will this game recover? Simple as that. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.